Hello and welcome to my video all about how to knit the SEAFOAM stitch. As you can see, this pattern is mainly made up of lacy diamond shapes, and these are created using the drop stitch method. This effect is created by making yarn overs and then dropping them off the end of the needle. The pattern is straightforward to follow, and it's great to use for lighter wearable projects because it's breathable and reversible. To begin, you just need to cast on a multiple of 10 stitches plus 6. In my case, I cast on 26 stitches. This pattern is an 8-row repeat, although 6 of those rows are just knit rows. Okay, so for row number 1, all you have to do is knit stitches. I think of row number 1 as the right side of the knitting, but it doesn't really matter because this stitch is reversible. As usual, make sure that the working yarn is behind the needles when you do knit stitches. Then for row number 2, you do exactly the same thing and knit all across the row. Then row number 3 begins with 6 knit stitches. Then you need to do 2 yarn overs in a row. So normally when we do a yarn over between 2 knit stitches, we bring the working yarn between the needles to the front, and that's 1 yarn over. In order to make the second yarn over, you then need to wrap this yarn anti-clockwise around the right hand needle. And I'll just repeat that, so bring the yarn between the needles to the front, and then wrap it once anti-clockwise around the right hand needle, so that it comes back to the front. You then need to knit 1, and in order to do this, the working yarn needs to come from the front, around the right hand needle to the back, and this also completes your second yarn over. If you take a look at the right hand needle now, you can see that the yarn wraps twice around the needle just before that last knit stitch. And that's all a yarn over is, it's just wrapping the yarn around the needle. Next, we need to do 3 yarn overs in a row. So bring the working yarn between the needles to the front, then wrap it anti-clockwise once around the right hand needle, and then again. And now you need to do another knit stitch. And in doing so, the working yarn goes from the front around the right hand needle to the back. And this completes your 3rd yarn over. And then you need to do 4 yarn overs in a row. So bring the working yarn between the needles to the front, and then wrap it 3 times anti-clockwise around the right hand needle. Then you do another knit stitch. Then it's 3 yarn overs. So bring the working yarn between the needles to the front, and then wrap the yarn twice anti-clockwise around the right hand needle. Then knit a stitch, and then do 2 yarn overs. So bring the working yarn between the needles to the front, and then wrap it once anti-clockwise around the right hand needle. And then just do 6 knit stitches. And that completes the repeating section of this row. You simply repeat this until the end of the row. So that's 2 yarn overs, 1 knit stitch, 3 yarn overs, 1 knit stitch, 4 yarn overs, 1 knit stitch, 3 yarn overs, 1 knit stitch, 2 yarn overs, and then 6 knit stitches. You'll notice that the number of yarn overs goes up and then down again, and this is what creates those wavy lines in this pattern. Then for row number 4, all we're going to be doing is knit stitches, but it's a little bit different because we also need to drop the yarn over loops off the end of the needle. And you'll be able to recognize a yarn over because it's just yarn wrapped around the needle. It's not actually attached to the knitting. Okay, so we first need to knit 6 stitches to bring us up to the first 2 yarn overs. And then you just push the yarn overs off the end of the needle. This creates a yarn loop, and you just need to push this to the front out of the way. And then you'll need to knit 1, And you'll find some more yarn overs, which you just need to push off the end of the needle. And then knit another stitch. And push the yarn overs off. Knit one. Push the yarn overs off. Knit one. And push the yarn overs off. And so on until the end of the row. You'll notice that the more yarn overs you did in the previous row, the larger the yarn loop that you released in this row. So where you did the 4 yarn overs, that will create the longest drop stitch, and that will represent the middle of the diamond shapes. Whereas where you did the 2 yarn overs, that will create shorter drop stitches, and you'll find these at the edges of the diamonds. You'll see that those elongated stitches, those drop stitches, are quite straggly. So all you need to do is just pull the garter stitch stripes apart very carefully, like so. Then for rows 5 and 6, you just need to do knit stitches all the way across. Row number 7 is quite similar to row 3. So I'm just going to put the pattern up on screen and go through it fairly quickly. So you first need to knit a stitch. Then you need to do 2 yarn overs, a knit stitch, 3 yarn overs, a knit stitch, 4 yarn overs, a knit stitch, 3 yarn overs, a knit stitch, 2 yarn overs, and then 6 knit stitches. And then you need to repeat that repeating section until you've only got 5 stitches remaining. Then, once you reach the last 5 stitches, simply follow this pattern. You'll notice that it's very similar to the repeating section of this row, only you end on 1 knit stitch rather than 6. And then finally, row number 8 is the same as row number 4, because you'll just be doing knit stitches, but also you'll be dropping the yarn overs off the end of the needle. So you'll be knitting 1, then dropping the 2 yarn overs, knitting 1, dropping the 3 yarn overs, knitting 1, dropping the 4 yarn overs, knitting 1, dropping the 3 yarn overs, and so on, all the way across. And then you just need to repeat rows 1 to 8 over and over. And here you can see the pattern start to take shape. As you can see, the drop stitches are quite straggly, so what you need to do is just carefully spread the garter stitch stripes apart, like so. If you then block your knitting, that will also help a lot to keep it lying nice and flat. And here you can see the result, with those drop stitch diamonds and those wavy garter stitch stripes. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you very much for watching.